Hey everyone, Cynthia Luhu here. I'm going to show you how I made my fan, and I have, this is going to be a smaller fan. I have a piece of DCWV Luxury Stack, so it's a really pretty shimmery piece of chocolate paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to cut it in half. It's a 12 by 12, so each piece will be 6 by 12. Score pal, and I'm just going to score every ½ inch all the way across. I grabbed, and I'm going to punch all along the top on both pages. Both pieces, and I'm going to fold all my score lines. Okay, so now I have folded and burnished all of my pleats, and because of how I punched this, it should overlap almost perfectly. And it looks like it's just a little bit off, which is fine. But that's okay. So that's how this is they're going to attach, so your fan is longer. Oh look, it does overlap right. PG, hot glue, tacky tape, whatever. Okay, there we go. Now they're all attached, and it's going to go like this. I purchased these wood sticks rather than the tongue depressor big ones because I didn't want to have to cut, and these were a little bit smaller, so I thought it would work out a lot better. And I just found these at Joann's in the wood section where they have like the wood letters, wood beads, stuff like that. So I'm going to grab a few, and what you're going to do is, I'm going to use hot glue. You can use whatever glue you choose. Now when you glue this, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. When you glue this, you don't want the piece of wood too close to the fold, because then it won't fold right. That'll be too close to the edge. And so you want it kind of in the center, and then you want to make sure that they're even all along. And because I don't want this to be a very big fan, I'm probably only going to have like 2 inches. So I'll glue all along there and keep it along this mat. Okay, so I'll do the first one here, and then I'll speed up the rest. And I'm going to put them on every other. So actually I need it lined up. Are you going to golf? Got a little too much glue there, but I'm getting used to this new glue gun. It's a big one. My other glue gun died. And then the next one's going to go here.
Yep.
And I'm just going to keep adding them.
Wear this shirt.
Okay, so I'm down to the last couple ones. And I'm going to glue one here. And then I'm going to skip this one and put one here so that it holds it. It's more sturdy on the end. And I have this lined up on the grid here. You can't, let me zoom out a little bit. I have it lined up on the grid so that my popsicle sticks will stay even, and I want them to overhang 2 inches. So I'm just adding glue to the stick and then making sure that it lines up at the 2 inches and that it's in the center of the fold. So I'm just going to start gluing these all together. Okay, so now I've glued all the sticks together with my hot glue gun, and I'm not used to this glue gun. I don't like it at all. I've got to order the finer tip one because it just doesn't work for me. It may work for others, I just don't like it. So I may keep it as a backup, but even as a backup, I don't think I'll use it. So I have this beautiful trim, or lace trim from Carla001's Etsy store, and I cover up my yucky glue mess. And then I'm going to add some of this beautiful pleated trim as well, because I think that that's gorgeous. So I'm just going to add some hot glue. So this glue gun, it either comes out a big blob or it doesn't come out. So that's why I really don't like it. And I'm going to treat this fan just like I would a layout. And I'm going to use this punch around the page. I don't know what it's called. So I want a couple of those. Use my Moonshadow Mist to color it up. this gets too bulky, I want to get the stand on it. So I want the bottom of the stand about 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to cut a piece of chipboard at 2 inches. Fold it so I can see where the line is. Okay, and then I want the top to be, probably 1.5 inches wide. So I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my chipboard. Let's see where you can see. I'm going to line my chipboard, the bottom of it on the cut line, and I'm going to bring my chipboard over to where it hits the 1/2 inch. So I'm going to cut it 1/2 inch off each side at a diagonal. So it'll bend out a little bit. So I'm just going to line this up with the 1/2 inch line. Score this side, turn it around, and do the same thing. Okay, so I have finished embellishing my fan. I added some rhinestones around the photos just to make them stand out a little more because all the embellishments were starting to take over the fan layout. Thank you for watching.